We are live. We are live. We are live. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Doing
That's
good.
what's up, man. I still can't get over that daggone back
Oh yeah,
drop you got, man. That's awesome right
I
there.
had
I
to
need
set
one
it
of
up
them.
right.
I need one of those. That's super sweet, man.
Yep.
How do you like the power poles and the brakes? Do you
Yeah, yeah. The
you really
the power poles I just use when I'm
when you like launching?
launch. Yeah, launch when I launch and I pull up to the bank. I just power pole down and don't
Yeah,
have to tie up.
right.
I had drift paddles on there, but I took them off after the break. So they're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
two different things, you know.
Right, right. Yep,
Yep.
yep, yep. Yeah, I fished with you, a few
Yeah.
times with
Yep.
the paddles. I mean, they,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's
they
like drift
help
paddle, drift socks. Yeah.
exactly. They
Yeah.
help, but
Yeah.
the brakes is the
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Before breaks were that was, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what's up, man. You been out there at 'em, bro.
Oh
What
yeah,
you got
every other
going on
day.
up there? That's
Good.
what's up.
Fishing's like the best it's ever been.
Wow.
Yep, lakes
What's
got
y'all's?
water in there, you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Some of those lakes you fishing, they went a year or so without being able to
Yep.
be fished,
Yep.
though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's what
A
that
lot of them were
helps.
over. Yeah. I think there's actually too many crappie in there.
Yeah, yeah. I wish
People
we
think
had
I'm
that problem
crazy,
down
but I'm
here.
like, yep, I think there's too many.
I wish we had that
Yep.
problem
They
down
need to get
here.
harvested.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing some of the scans that you've been taking, man. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh
man, the
yeah.
way those fish are
Yep.
schooled up there, man, it is
Yep.
absolutely
And I just
crazy.
bring that jig on top and just wait.
Yeah, yeah. Super Dave, I always gotta give Super Dave a
Yep.
shout out over there, man. That
Super
dude
Dave, what's
there.
happening?
Really do appreciate you, Super Dave. He dropping the links, how to get in
Yep.
contact with Steve or
Yep.
myself.
Appreciate it.
And also, he dropped we got a Facebook page going on over there. It's growing pretty good, and there's more people getting involved with posting, pictures and reports and all of that. And I'll tell you this, guys. I mention this a lot. Any of you guys that have not tried limits tackle baits, I promise you, you try them one time. Be sure to get some hooks from him because those hooks
Yep.
that you're probably using may not work with his baits because
They might
especially if they
bend.
got exactly.
Yeah.
Just getting the hook through the bait
Yeah.
requires, a strong hook.
Right.
And on top of that, you don't want to use a hook with the bait keeper
Right.
because these baits are. It's not that they're overly hard, but they are some tough baits.
Yep.
And I
It makes
promise
them
you,
last longer.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly. I go out and do limit up, especially if these fish stay on a solid pattern. I can do 2 or 3 guide trips, and this is with getting snagged and brush every now and then and all of that, and these baits still last.
Yep.
So if you have not tried them, be for sure to give them a try. And on top of that, the price is a lot less
Yep.
than what you're
Yep.
giving for any of the other stuff you're buying
Exactly.
right now.
I try to keep it reasonable, you know.
Right, right.
I'm a fisherman, so I know, you know what I mean?
Yep,
You
yep.
work
And
hard and you don't want to spend all your money, you know, you want
your
to
your
save some money.
your motto has always resonated with me, and
Yep.
that's you do it because you want to help people.
Right, right. Yep.
It's not about making money
Yep.
for you.
Yep. Because you're not going to make a lot of money on selling baits, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right,
Everyone
right.
knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some people they make their bait super soft so that you have to
Yep.
spend more money,
Yep.
and that's
Exactly.
and some of them actually they conversate about that. So
Right. Yep.
it's
They'll tell you why
yep,
they do them. Yep.
yep. Slick Willie, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Slick,
Appreciate you
what's
guys.
happening? Big
Big
Les,
Les.
you guys been fishing?
Here's Mark. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Who else we got here? There's Ford,
Hey, Ford. How's it going, man?
Joey.
Joey, you been out, Joey?
Mark said he's gonna get out there this weekend. That's
Oh,
what's up.
cool, man. I'm gonna go in the morning. Yep. I don't know where yet, but
That's awesome.
one local lake's gonna feel the terror tomorrow.
Yeah. Of course, it's still happening. We don't start until 9 though. There's Mr. Murdoch. What's going on, my man? Hopefully you've your workload has
Hey,
lightened up
Murdoch.
a little bit. and you're able were able to get out
Yep.
on the water. Well, you're probably getting ready to hunt now.
Yep.
Bow season opens this weekend in Texas.
Yep.
So I had a guy call me early. He was like, "Hey man, if you could sneak me out there Saturday, man, I'd really appreciate it." He wanted to do a trip to Conroe. I was like, "Man, I'll be about 20 foot up in the air and leaning up against a tree this weekend." Yeah, he didn't realize it was boat opener this weekend. He was like, "Man, why you didn't remind me?"
Oh man, Squiddo, what's happening?
Yes, sir. Slick say hit that thumbs up button,
Yep.
y'all.
Yep.
Appreciate you, Slick. Super Dave. There's JR. I tell you what,
Jr, what's happening?
I mentioned a while ago about how the fish they're not really schooled up here, but I will tell you this: in a year or two, we're gonna be looking good down here. Lake Houston is not what it used to be, nowhere near. But that's due to them lowering the lake 3 years, consecutive years in a row, right in the middle of the crappie spawn. So, but I see some, I mean, it's just tons and tons of small crappie out there. You pull up to a pile, and 90% of the fish. Now I'm gonna go even higher than that. 95% of the fish that's there are gonna be small fish, but
Mm,
you have to be target specific to get
yeah.
the better fish. And there are a lot of better fish there too, but if they're not aggressive or if you don't put that time in to find what they prefer, because I can tell you now, you can just drop just about anything down on those small fish, and they're gonna be more than
Right.
willing to cooperate. And that's my last trip out, man. I'm gonna tell you, those fish were really finicky, and I had to get down to a bait that I hadn't used in a long time. I tried. I'm willing to bet 15 to 20 baits before I found that bait that
Mm,
the big fish will react to faster. So they could beat the little fish to it.
yep.
And I've been passing over a lot of big fish because they're swarmed with small fish. It's like they're just sitting there being a bodyguard or something.
Right.
And I mean, you have to be on Lake Houston right now. You have to be target specific to get a good sack of good fish, or you'll spend all day long catching small fish.
Right.
Mister Fahim,
Fahim, how's the fishing been?
he says, cooling down and time to hit the water.
Yep.
There's Devon,
Hey,
Louisiana,
Devon.
all up in this thing.
Yep.
JR, me out. Super Dave Hot shouting out to everybody.
Right.
Yes, sir. Slick still with us.
Slick.
Thank you, Devon. Even Devon
Yep.
say hit that thumbs
Yep.
up.
I gotta do mine right now.
C219, what's happening, my brother? At 300, look
C219, what's
nice. That's
happening?
right. He
Yeah,
said,
that's my baby right there.
hey, I don't know if y'all seen that little short clip that Steve posted on
Oh
Facebook,
yeah.
man. That jerking up, hey, that big old ranger like it was
Oh
sitting
yeah.
still.
Yep.
71 point
Yep.
like 4 mile an
Yeah.
hour.
And they wanted more. I had one
Yeah.
hand on the phone, so I was like, ah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Was it walking a little bit or no? Was
No,
it just
just
holding its
smooth.
own? Huh?
Yep, smooth.
Wow.
Yep.
How high were you trimmed up?
Um, just a hair. I don't have to trim that much.
Oh, really?
Yep, yep, not that much, just a hair.
Huh.
Yep, because the way that motor sits. I got it on two bolt holes down on my jack plate.
Okay.
I think my jack plate all the way down is probably 4.5 below pad.
Uh huh.
No, it's probably
Oh,
5.
really?
I bring it up a half an inch on my jack plate to get more speed.
Uh huh.
Then all the way down.
Oh, so you working your jack plate more than your tilt and trim?
Yep, I know where my tilt trim is. I'll I'll um I'll put my jack plate on a half inch above the bottom of it,
Uh huh.
and then that's where I'll get the most speed because I've played with that while I was
Uh
running.
huh.
And
Yeah.
then I'll nail it with the trim all the way down.
Right.
In probably 3 seconds, I'll start trimming up and just a hair. Yep.
Wow.
And then if you trim too high, then you'll feel it.
Oh,
So
porpoising.
yep, yep. So you start.
Yeah.
No, it'll just go sideways. Yeah,
Oh,
on
okay.
purpose because that boat's so heavy, it ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta watch with my boat. It'll porpoise if I go
yeah,
too high.
right.
But it's like you say that chin walk, that little chine walk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where you feel that boat doing this right
Yep,
here.
yep, yep. I'll just trim it down a hair and it'll go
Yep,
away.
yep. I sort of like that though.
Yeah. I
That's
never
how you
had
know.
time walking my last boat. It's
Really?
crazy. Yeah, I never did. Oh no, with the 250 on the range, I never had time walk.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
When I put that 300 in, oh yeah, I
Yeah, it
woke it
got
up.
that power
Yeah.
back there now.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I know that that nitro, that nitro get a little bit. I can feel it.
Right.
That little that chine back there, but
Yeah.
I know it's on pad.
Yeah.
I know it's on pad when I do that. So,
Yep.
but the dog, I'll tell you what, that doggle man, that joker there, it don't do none of that stuff.
Right.
But when you get it trimmed right, it's good to go.
Yeah.
I'll
I
tell
need
you one
to
thing.
measure my trim to pad, my prop to pad. I'm gonna do that probably this weekend because I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
know exactly where I'm at.
yeah. I'm at 3.5
Yeah.
on the nitro. Yep, and it has a manual jack plate, so I can't play with that while I'm
Right.
running.
Right.
Yep, that new cover looks good.
Thanks, man.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
posted it.
without a
Yep.
doubt.
Yep. Yeah, it's a travel cover, waterproof, 10-year warranty. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, he
Jeremy
custom
say
made it. Dropped the boat off and he goes to it.
Yeah, Jeremy say he's gonna hit Lucy's Bayou this
Oh,
weekend.
cool. Me too, man.
Come on down.
I
Come
need
on
to.
down.
I
Hey,
need to
I'll tell
just
you
do
what,
a couple
man,
days.
you got to show up when we get these tournaments started. And
Okay.
speaking of tournaments, guys, we got a strong forward motion on getting these things started up. It's not going to be long. I say another 3 weeks. We should be dropping our first. Now, one thing that I will say, we gonna probably try to do a fish fry at Waterside Marina to get to see what type of people we got and see how many people will want to participate.
Yeah, I'll show up to that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a
I'll
do
bring
a
a bunch
fish
of
fry.
stuff down.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
And the
That'll
Ranger
work.
and yeah, I'll spend a couple days down there.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna get this thing in motion. I've been talking about it for years now, 3 or 4 years, and I got some good help. I've been on Slick and Big Les, so
Cool.
gave me some input today. I talked to Jeff uh, over there by the marina,
Right.
and he's really experienced in getting those tournaments together because he worked with that East Texas Trail
Right.
and a couple other ones.
Yeah, Mark, let me know, man. I got them made. I'll ship them out. I'm gonna ship them out tonight.
Cool.
Yep.
That lemon lime
Yeah.
is a good
Yep.
bait, man.
You got to have it in your bag.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
When they want it, they want
Yep.
it.
What did I use? I used black and chartreuse, black chartreuse tail. But the time before, monkey milk was on.
Wow. I almost put monkey milk
Yep.
on
And I don't
uh
use monkey milk a
the
lot,
other
but
day. Me
that's like
neither.
the
Me
number
neither.
one color that's sold in
Yeah.
plastics.
Yep.
But
Greg say he
yeah,
just got his
cool,
care
man.
package. That's what's up.
Sweet, man.
I'm way behind, so
Yeah,
I
black
got.
smoke. Is black smoke on here? Because he won a giveaway and I have it, and he
There he
never.
is, right there. He-
Hey, black smoke, send me your address again. I can't find it from that giveaway from 2 weeks ago. Everything else got mailed. I couldn't find it.
yeah, yeah. Mark is real simple. You can either hit Steve up on Facebook,
Yeah,
or you can just give him a call
yep. Or limitstackle@gmail.com.
or email.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Slap B, where you been, man?
Slab B, what's happening?
There's Torque.
Torek, he's been smacking them conroe crappie.
J Dub's in the house.
J Dub.
Steve, I'm
Yep,
thinking
I got
about
deals,
purchasing.
man. Yep. Just send
Don't
me an
trade you.
email or and tell me which one you want. They make, the Quest now, the OL tracks. You got different 24 volt, 36 volt. Then you got different shaft lengths. So you got to tell me what you want.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Devon, a lot of people laugh at what Cam got going on over there, man. I'm gonna tell you something. It take a lot of work to put. You can ask Steve this. It take a
Oh yeah.
lot of work to put stuff together
Yep.
to
Yep.
sell to the public. That's quality.
Yep.
And I will say this that I forget the name of it. I think he calls it the that it's I think it's like a 10-foot rod that he got. It's not a bad rod.
Hmm.
I've held it before, so
Okay.
it's not a bad rod. And I try to support anybody, especially the people that are just starting up.
Right. That's
And
what I do.
yeah, exactly,
Yep.
exactly. A lot of people want to talk down on Cam over there, man. But that dude is doing this thing.
Yep.
I got nothing negative to say about him, but
Yep. Hey, Mark.
I don't see a products.
Yeah, you have to go on limits tackle under photos,
Yeah.
but that's just samples. I just make whatever you want, so you won't see like the diamonds and the lemon lime on there. You just gotta tell me what you want.
Oh, so Mark's down here. You say he's going to Lucy's Bayou too.
Okay, man, party time.
That's right. Joey says I've been going out on my mind. See, I keep planning to get on the water, but it seems life keep
Yeah,
making other
I
plans.
know
Yeah,
what you
that's what's
mean,
great.
man. Yeah,
Yep, yep.
the lightning tried to stop me the other day, but shoot, as soon as it stopped, I was gone.
Yeah. Oh, look at here. Somebody else hitting Lucy's Bayou. Mo
Okay,
fishing outdoors.
man, they gonna have a party over there.
Exactly. It's getting to be that time. It's like I tell people all the time. If you talk about Lake Houston, Lucy's Bayou is one of the hottest places to go and catch
Right.
crappie, and you can't speak about Lake Houston without mentioning Lucy's Bayou.
That's the only thing I always hear.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, in the spring, man, sometimes especially if you gotta go way up the bayou, or if you're coming from way up the bayou, you gotta idle that whole thing because
Oh, okay.
every 10 yards there's a boat.
Yeah.
Yep,
How
Murdoch's
wide is
out.
it? Is it?
It's like a creek.
Oh, okay.
It's probably the widest part, probably right at 100 yards,
Okay.
75
Yeah.
yards. Yeah, but it's up and down. It's hilly going through there.
Yeah.
Got a few shallow spots, but it's mostly
Right.
deep. But it got tons of structure, lay
Okay.
downs. I mean, you name it, it
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, those fish love that spot in there. Murdoch say he lost one of his hunting spots. I'll be doing a lot more fishing this winter. I'm going to try and get on the water this weekend. That's great, man. I'm glad to hear that
Cool.
you're able to get back out there. I know that you love fishing, and man, at times, man, work just gets in the way. Matt says so. It's in a 5 year cycle. Yeah, but I think it was man made. Uh, I will say this: before this, I've never seen a bad year. Even right now, I mean, I'll say that the numbers are down, but it's still not a bad
Hmm.
fishery. Uh, but the numbers are definitely down from what they used to be. And but they I'll say another year or two, Houston would be back to pretty close to back to where it used to be.
Right.
And I'm talking about you can go out there without live scope. I used to do it several times. Go out there without live scope and knock down a limit of quality fish. And my motto was always, let me just touch some structure. If I could touch
Yeah.
some structure, I was going to catch a fish. But here lately, even right now, even though that there's a lot of small fish and just about everything that's out there, I still have to pass up 4 or 5 piles or
Yeah.
pieces of structure before I find a pile that has good fish.
Yeah. I did the same thing.
Yeah. JR say he's planning on going Friday,
Oh,
waterside.
cool.
He's gonna launch out of waterside. Mark says want to meet up Saturday.
Mo talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, small fish are everywhere on my river. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
These fish have had a
Yeah.
want to expo with have a good turnout this year. I doubt it.
Yeah. The expo's canceled.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The fishing?
They're just doing the fishing. The expo's the
Oh, okay,
convention
okay.
part. Yeah. The
Yeah,
expo's
yeah, yeah,
canceled.
yeah.
They're just doing the tournament only.
Michael Jones, how you doing?
Michael Jones, what's up?
There's Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
And just so that I made mention of getting these tournaments started here a little while ago. As of right now, we're going to be starting off with Lake Houston, Lake Conroe, and Lake Summersville, uh, and uh, maybe adding one of the big Northeast Texas lakes for like a championship or something like that. But I want to keep it close to home, to where you don't have to spend a ton of money to get rooms and away from home and all of that, because I know I can barely afford any type of tournament fishing like that. So I know a lot of other people just don't have that time or money to do it. Also, Jeff, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Jeff.
Joseph says, "Hey SK, this is one of JR fishing buddies, Lynn Wright. I finally got in after 3 months of trying. Well, I'm glad to have you, man.
Cool.
Good to
Appreciate it.
see you got in.
Yep. Thanks, Joseph, for the
Yes,
support.
sir. Without a doubt. BRTP says, hey there, SK and Steve and all crappie
BRTP.
fishermen. Team says, put the motorized raft on the water last week looking for brim beds. Was too windy. We'll need to get side scan. Yep,
Oh,
side
cool.
scan definitely
Yep.
helps.
Yep.
You might be on the tail end of the spawn
Yeah.
for the brim beds. It'd be a good time to scout for next year though.
Yep.
Get them all marked up. Mark fishing Sunday. I got off. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Go fish out a bit. Texans game Sunday. Well, good.
Oh,
Hey
cool.
man,
Yep. Houston,
that's
Texas.
what's up right
Yep.
there. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. J.E. Austin, what's up, SK and Steve? How are you guys doing? Doing great. Is
Doing
this the
good,
J.E.?
JE.
I think this is the J.E. that fishes. Used to fish with Fred on Conroe, if I'm not mistaken. Let
Mm.
me know if you're the guy the guy that used to
Jackson, I
fish.
think JE Jackson or something.
Yeah, I think so, but I think this is him. Yes, I will
Okay.
be there. SK win. Uh, help me out on that. I won't be on. I doubt if I'll be on
Tournaments.
the
I
water.
think tournaments
Uh,
he's talking about.
oh, the tournament. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it'll be in a three weeks or so. We hadn't set it in stone yet, but it's definitely coming soon. In 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have that tournament put together. Yep. Jr. says hit the thumbs up if you guys
Yep.
would.
Yep.
Now, Steve made mention a while ago about the fish are stacked up there in his area.
Yeah.
Steve, are you seeing them heading towards the creeks or shallows, or
Shallows.
they're
Yeah.
going to the shallows?
Yeah. And I
Is it?
never 8 foot of wide. Basically, before this year, I never really looked in 8 foot of wide. I was always a 15 foot,
Yeah.
and deeper. But
Uh
this
huh.
year, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start in 5 foot,
Hmm.
and they're there.
Yeah. So
Yep.
is y'all's water clear or is it normal? Just
About a
normal
foot
clarity.
visibility.
Is that normal for those
Yeah,
lakes or
normal. Yeah.
okay?
But I went to Joe Pool, and they're a little deeper. They're about 18 foot of water.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think it's just where the brush is. I haven't tried
Oh.
a lot shallower, but I
Uh huh.
scanned some 18 foot. I found 3 brush piles just loaded. I could have got
Wow.
a limit off them 3. Yeah, they were loaded
Cool.
because I don't think they're getting a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
They're just stacked there.
That's what's up. Kusi, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Kusi.
So I know here on Houston, man, the ledges are still hot, uh, and the mouth of the creeks, Luce's Bayou, man. I've been finding fish all the way through it, you can do that year round. You know, a lot of people think those fish leave out of those creeks, but most of the lakes that I've been on, if they hole in those creeks, they usually stay in there, especially if it got some decent depth.
Right.
And right now, the mouth of the rivers are good. The ledges out in the main lake are good. And when I see that they're concentrating on those ledges, that's letting me know that they're traveling. And one day it is, the next day it's not. So this right now it's taking a whole bunch of moving. Uh, and but they're not too far. Just like I always say, they cannot get in a vehicle. They cannot get in an airplane. They're in that lake. You just got to find where they move to, and sometimes it can be tough.
Right.
Sometimes it can be tough. But the ledges have been hot. I've been I was in 6 to about 14 foot of water. My last trip, even the small fish were deeper, but the water temp's coming back up. Water temp's bumping 89,
Hmm.
and it's pushing them back down. Miss Bertha, that's how I
Hey, Miss
apologize for not
Bertha.
tuning in the past couple weeks. Been dealing. family illness and things and out of town. But I was thinking about you guys. Well, Miss Bertha, it's like I always say, there's always more things more important than fishing. And when we notice someone is missing, we know that there's something
Yep.
probably dealing with family and all of that. So just come when you can. That's all we ask. Steve dropped out for some reason. The humidity won't die here. Yeah, I can tell you what, it's hitting here too. It's been hot here too. It was 98 degrees the other day when I got off the lake. How big is Lucy's Bayou? It runs miles, several miles. What do you guys think of salter rods? I've never fished with them, but I've held them. A tad bit heavy for me, but I'll fish them. I would fish them. I use Denali rods, and I do good with those. I got some old school, the old school 12 footers. They're these rods are several years old, and I've been guiding with them, and I'm talking. I can't tell you the amount of fish that those rods has put in my boat, and still no issues. I got one that got a loose eye that I have to put a little glue on. But other than no issues of breaking, no issues of cracking, I mean absolutely nothing. Super sensitive rod. It's got a soft tip, but it loads up fast, and that's what I like about it. Devon, you gotta cook up some of that gumbo, man.
Oh yeah.
There's Crappie setting. Good evening,
Hey,
SK.
club setting. What's happening?
SK. I think he's trying to say Steve in
Oh.
Crappie family. He said Kim. Kim ain't been on this show what 2 years already. His birthday said, I want some bluegill. I haven't been able to fish like I normally do. So I got to get out there.
Oh yeah.
Tell you what, they've mostly moved back out to brush. Man, I can still go and catch. I won't do a guided trip for bluegill right now, but I can still go and get a good sack. It's just that
Right.
they're out there deeper on brush piles. Super simple. Just drop down there and tip a little jig
Yep.
with a red worm. Mark said ACC is his favorite, but I was given a new Salters rod to try out. I haven't heard of the Salters having any breaking issues. It's just like I said, I know that they're a little on the heavy side.
Which ones?
The Salters,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never tried one.
yeah, yeah. I've felt JJ's with them now too, so I
Hmm.
tried some with his. I
I thought he
felt
was
them.
with Outlaw or whatever.
Yeah, he was, but he
Oh,
changed up.
okay.
I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, I hadn't heard anything from Outlaw. I don't know if Bluegill still. I know
Hmm.
he still uses that rods, but I don't know if he still contacts those guys or
Yeah.
not. Yep. Let me know how the Salters feel. They are local in. Oh, they're from Louisiana.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Mo Fishing say love Lucy's for the most part. You don't have to have a fish finder fishing Lucy's. Yep. It's
Oh,
just
cool.
structure everywhere.
Yeah. You can see it.
And now I mean, you can pretty much just feel your way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere in that place. Everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And anything that and there's a lot of stuff that you can see, like laydowns and stuff.
Right.
They're holding fish too. So, yep. Slick hollered at Miss Bertha. Slab B, man, I love the Crappie Expo when it come to Beham.
Yeah.
Birmingham, I think that is,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They
didn't have
fish.
enough vendors.
Oh, he said he had fish Logan Martin. Worst time of the year, September. Fish there. I think it was meant that way, though. Hey, I
Yeah.
tell you what,
Every
man.
year it's the same thing. All the
You know,
guides they leave.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy that's helping me put this tournament down here together. And he was like, "So we gonna fit? You gonna end it? And when the summer rolls around, I was like, fish still gotta eat. There'll be some diehards that'll want to participate. And I don't ever, man. We short. I remember back when we had the tournaments before, we shortened the time up. The ending time because it's so hard to keep fish alive when the water temps in the high 90s. But I like it when it's tough. Steve says, "Good evening, everyone. Been too busy to fish, so I'm living through y'all. We
Yep.
appreciate
You
you
gotta make
joining
some
us."
time, man. At least an hour or two.
Yep. Pack One says, "Hello, Steve and SK. See you soon."
Hey, Pack One, what's happening, man?
Devon says, "What is Steve Home Lake? He fishes the
I don't have
most."
a home lake. I just got different lakes. Anything in the DFW, I fish.
Yeah.
Yep. Like tomorrow
Yeah,
will be my
Steve.
fourth lake
Steve make
in
me
5 days. Yeah.
Steve make me mad every time I got to ask him where you going. He name a different lake every time.
Yeah.
Every time. We
I
don't
need
have
to
them
make it
options
out to
down here.
Mineral Wells. I ain't been out there over a year.
Yeah, that state park.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half from me, which ain't bad. I think I
Yeah,
might even go tomorrow. I don't know.
cool.
I'll just look at the map and here. Oh, what city's that? Where's the nearest lake?
Craig, what's going on, my man? Payne says he wants to ban all pole users from the tournament, and you cannot use red
Yeah.
jigs. Well, Payne, you're gonna have to put your money where your mouth is. You will be the pole user that fished this tournament, and you can use every red jig you got,
Yeah.
and you can even drop minnows if you want.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be a big question for a lot of people because they know that I usually don't. I need to try minnows. I was looking at a guy that did a little video on YouTube today, and I'm looking at the action that this guy's giving the bait. I'm like, but there ain't no way that fish would hit that bait, hit a jig with them giving it that type of action. So I know it would make it easy, but I know a lot of my clients they enjoy fooling those crappie. Catch them on
Right.
jigs. They enjoy it. I do have some that come for the meat run, but most of them they so excited to see that they have to make that
Yeah.
jig do
Yeah.
something for that fish to bite it. Payne, you're more than welcome to bring your pole to the
Sled.
tournament. I promise you.
Yep. Yep. As much
Steve fish
anywhere.
everywhere.
Yep. My boat's basically 99% done. So I can go. I think I got 20 hours on my motor. Might be oil change time after next trip.
Okay, Jay
I ain't
say
powered
that
it up today.
yeah. Jay say he's not the same guy. I see a lot on Lake
Okay.
Houston all the time. I am in the 2023 Black G3 bass boat. I'll holler at you next time I see you. Well, do that.
Cool, man.
Usually don't want to bother you with clients.
Yeah. After the trip. Yeah.
Yep, yep. There are so many boats I see out there, man. I just,
Yeah.
it's that's right, Jr. Family comes first, without a doubt. Without a doubt. There's JLD. What's happening, my man?
JLD, what's happening?
Crappie Day.
Yeah, my go-to rod the last few trips is a 10-foot Pro Angler. I don't know if guys remember Pro Angler. They used to be big 10 years ago.
Uh huh.
Um, with fluorocarbon, straight fluorocarbon. I think it's 8 pound on there. I need to change it because it's old. But
Mm-hmm.
I would just tried it to see if the bite was better with straight fluorocarbon, and I actually probably think it is. But I just got confidence in it. That's the rod I've been fishing with last 4 trips.
Really?
Yep. I don't like when I set the hook because
Yeah, it's like a
it's a
rubber
whole
band.
different. No, it don't stretch like mono.
Oh, I don't.
No, but it's not like braid. You know what I mean? It's in
Uh
between.
huh.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
when I boat flip, I don't trust it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a pound and a half fish, pound and three. I don't trust it, but I do
yeah,
it. You know, I just
yeah.
you could just tell the difference.
Have you
Braid,
tried?
you just swing it.
Yeah, have you tried with just the leader?
Yeah, I've tried the leader too. Yep.
Yeah,
I basically put it on my rods, but yeah, that's what I had confidence in the last 4 trips. Straight
yeah.
fluoro. I had 15-pound fluoro, but if I fish a 132nd, it just don't come off the reel. You know what I mean? Because that
Uh
jig's so
huh.
light and that fishing line's so big. So I got to add some weight to it above it. But
That's what's
tomorrow I'm
up.
gonna fish with 13 footers. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Jesse, what's going on, my
Hey
man?
Jesse, how's it going,
Wetland.
man?
Want to say Salters is a family-run business that that's been in business for years and still going strong.
Oh,
That's what's
cool,
up.
man.
Craig say, Steve, how can you cover up all that beauty that
Yeah, when
color?
I drive to other states, you know what I mean? It's a travel cover. It ain't like you can cover it in the shop, but that thing takes a while to get it on. There's a
Yeah,
strap that goes around the whole boat. There's tie downs, you know. It's
yeah,
pretty it's made. The guy made it, you know.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Slick say y'all need to hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate you, Slick.
Slick, you been fishing?
Slap says, "Yep, not a fan of hot weather
Yeah.
tournaments. Be sweating bullets." Yeah, but the thing is, it starts early and you get off the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before 12 o'clock.
Right.
Mister Ronnie Roberts.
And
Good
then when
evening,
it's hot,
gents.
it gets light out earlier, so you can start earlier.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right. Craig said, "Pole dancer with red jigs." Can you imagine what is going to do to SK's ego if he gets beat by a pole user with a red jig in his own tournament? I don't know if you'll be able to sleep. Hey, dude, let me tell you something. A lot of people think that I'm a sore loser. The tournaments we had before, I never did win all those tournaments. Everybody think I won every tournament. There were times, Bluegill won one. There's a guy named Jim Butts, Don Diego. All those guys uh, won tournaments. I did not win all of them. I am not a sore loser. But I tell you what, that you beat me one, you better come stronger the next time.
Right.
That's the way I see it. I'm not scared of losing as long as I give
It's
it my all.
competition. Yep, competition.
Yeah.
Just a good feeling. Then you get to the weigh-in line, and you're like, wonder what everyone else has. Then you hear
Hmm.
people talking, you're like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still not 100% sure that I'm gonna fish the tournaments because
right.
there's a lot of guys that probably won't fish it if I fish it.
Hmm.
The last tournament we had on Lake Houston, I had to not let nobody know. I just had to show up at the last minute and say, "Hey, I'm in the tournament," and pay
Right.
my money because there would be some people that wouldn't have fished. But it's not like that. I mean, I'm not a Hayden Jeffries to where I got a magic stick out there.
Right.
That's not me. Mr. Lacey's Barbecue.
All
Thank you
right.
for joining us,
Yep.
sir.
I'm gonna have to check out. You got a YouTube channel, Lacey? I'm gonna check it
I
out.
think he is on YouTube, but
Okay.
I hadn't searched to see if he do any cooking videos yet.
Okay.
But I know one thing: I've ate some of his barbecue, and it's on point.
Yeah.
It is on point. Yes, sir. So, Steve, what are you using micro baits or
One
what
and
hit?
1 3/4 stinger.
Okay.
Yep.
What
And then I use the hand tie this last
okay,
trip,
what
half of the
head
trip.
weight?
The jig head was a 1/16.
Okay.
I was fishing 8 to 13 foot of water, so 16th
Yeah.
worked for me. And
Yeah.
then I put a then when I went to a 32nd, I put a split shot above it, just because
Uh-huh.
it was just taking forever to go down there. I'm kind of
Yeah.
impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve
13 footer. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't used a 13 in a minute. I know my 10, 11 foot rod. It's like 6 to 7, 6.5 is my target range.
with the
So
11 footer?
yeah, 11 footer.
Okay.
But I've been leaning back more. You know what I mean? I've been relaxing fishing. Usually I'll stand up and I can get another 1.5 foot maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it depends what seat I put on there. If I put my Millennium horse seat, it brings me
Uh-huh.
a foot closer to the front because it's
Okay.
wide. But if I
Yeah, 'cause
use the butt seat I use, I can flip it and it'll be on my back will be on the back part of it and I get more reach out of it too.
right.
It all
'Cause even
depends what I'm
with my
doing.
setup, but I'm always sitting down.
Right.
But with the 12-foot rod, my target range is about 6 to 7.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was saying with the 11 footer, I'd be at
Right.
probably six,
Right.
5 or 6. And my target, man, and I tell people, you got to have a window.
Right,
You
right.
got to have a window right there
Yep,
because you can't push your rod out to get to
yep,
it, you know,
yep,
make
yep,
make it stretch or pull,
yep.
choke up on your rod.
And I'll
So
push
my
out if they're spooky. I'll always push out
oh
just
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
that
Well,
extra. Yep,
if you're coming up on a stationary fish, it's always best to either push past him and let it
yep,
swing back
yep.
to him, or push your rod out
Right.
so that you get
Yep,
more time with that jig in
yep.
his face. Man, unless you're on one of them lakes where it don't matter, you just,
Right, right, right.
jigs,
Yep.
swim by the fish,
I
he can
like to
swim.
drop it straight on them if I can.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
can't, then but that's my number one option.
right,
Maybe 6 inches off of them, but I don't like
yeah.
to go 2 feet past them. I That's not my first option. But if I have to, I'll do it.
Hey, Slick, I know your wife probably right there listed. Hey, tell her to let you go for a little while, man.
Don't make me drive down there and take you.
I'm about to go there and wrap a chain around and pull him away from her. Tell her to let you go fishing with all the other guys, man. It's okay. You tell her you'll be back. You're not gonna marry the crappie.
Yep. Oh yeah, Craig made me a custom cutting board, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep, for my briskets, and pork butts, and all my barbecue stuff.
Cool.
Yep, I'll post a picture once I get it. He said
Yeah.
it's. He sent me a pic day before yesterday, rough draft, so it's probably looking good right now.
Cool.
18
Cool.
by 24.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Nice.
like, wow, that big. I'm like, yeah, man.
Says kayak
Everything's big in
fisherman.
Texas.
Yep. Yep. That's right. Been watching videos for a while. Finally got on my first pile of crappie and never had so much
Oh,
fun.
that's
Maybe.
cool, man. Yep,
Thanks for every video you make. Hey, I appreciate it,
yep,
man.
that's cool,
Glad
man.
glad
Yep,
that they help.
yep.
I laughed at I actually added YouTube today on Facebook laughing, pretty much at that video. If you watch that video, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm not no clown. I'm not gonna be on there, cracking jokes and rhyming and all of that stuff. But I'm gonna talk about some good stuff. I'm gonna show you my start, talk about what I had to do to find the fish, and we're gonna drop on fish. I'm gonna tell you the important steps that it takes to to get at that fish, drop on him. If you watch that video that I put
Right,
on,
step by
you and
step. Yep.
it's like 8 months old with 25,000 views, and
Yeah.
I it's just hilarious to me that, and I look at all these other videos and they give you crumb here, crumb there, crumb here. I'm
Right.
like, but see, what I think is them guys take a good watch of my video because I hear a lot of stuff that I talked about, a year, 8 months, 9 months ago, and I'm hearing these little videos popping out now to where they giving them little bitty crumbs, and next thing you know, the video got 100,000 views, 200,000 views. But it is what it is. That's the way
Yeah.
YouTube works. That's the way it works.
Right.
Payne said, if you can't have fun, I don't want to play and talk.
Smack.
Well, guess what, Mr.
Yeah.
Payne?
You have to
Don't
back it up.
long as you don't let your feelings get in the way, don't worry about mine.
Dang.
Now, bring it.
Record it
Don't talk. Don't
live.
talk it. Don't talk it. Bring it. That's all I got to say. Chris Williams,
Hey, Chris, how's it going, man?
Louisiana in the house. Yep. So he's in the
Okay,
process of
cool,
doing some
man.
videos.
Appreciate it.
Tell you what, I gave a shout out to a little barbecue place over there on 1960 close to the lake, and they got a decent barbecue. It's nice and tender, but if Mr. Lacey put together a shop, he run him out of business. That's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. Payne said, just playing with you. It's too soon for your blood pressure to be getting high. Don't worry about mine. I promise you, mine ain't getting high. I got alligator skin, buddy. Craig says, Steve, can you send a couple stickers of your loco? I might have an engraver lined up, but it will take a while.
Yeah, I got the file. I'm gonna send you the file, Craig.
Cool.
Yep, that'd be pretty cool.
Yep. 18 by 24. Murdoch says, I have settled on my 15-foot Denali's. I have 10, 11, and 12, but my old Ranger puts me right up on the front of the boat so I can drop on fish 12 to 14 feet in front of me. Man, that's super cool right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
why
you
I made that custom mount so my graphs off that beat down's forward more.
hmm
So my
you know
graphs are a
since I
lot forward.
since I got those Millennium seats, man, I hadn't used my pedestal seat
Okay.
at all. So I mean, I know
Yeah.
I got longer reach with that pedestal
Right.
seat, but I hadn't tried it. Have not tried it. Murdoch is a true diehard of those Denali's, man. I think
That's cool.
his feel is like mine's because
Yeah.
I like that soft tip, but when I do set that hook, I want it to load up
Yeah.
fast. I like giving my jig that little bit of action. Black Smoke says if you're gone for 12 hours, tell her we'll well, you said a half day. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Half
Yeah.
day is 12 hours.
Hey, Black Smoke, hit me up with your address. I don't know if you did already.
And Slick, in case you didn't know that comment, oh yeah, oh I see you come back over here laughing about it. I see you come back. Okay, you buy those big lakes, Red River and Poverty Point. Oh, talking about yeah, Shreveport. Super Dave dropping the links to Limits Tackle right here.
Yep.
That's his email. If any of you guys want to get in contact with him that way, or you can hit him up on Facebook. And he do have a lot of pictures on there. Uh,
Yeah, just samples.
any
Yeah.
of you guys that are down here in the Houston area, Steve knows what I like to
Yep.
order. If you want
Yep.
to get some of the hot colors that work for
Right.
me down here, just tell him, hey man, hook
Yep.
me up with what SK
Yep.
get. And he's
Exactly.
been doing that a lot.
Yeah. And
So
I'll do if I have them made, pack each, no problem.
hmm
Like right now, the Diamond series, somebody asked me, I got six different Diamond series colors
yeah,
already made.
yeah,
So they'll ship out same day. And
cool.
it's about 3 days to Houston.
Yeah. And they work. I know any of you
Yep.
guys that follow me on Facebook, you see that table, man. And I'm gonna
Yep.
tell you, Lake Houston is not that. It's
Right.
that lake. You got to
Yep.
have everything right.
Yep.
It's not one of them lakes you're gonna go out there with your eyes closed and catch fish. But
Yep. Ask any other guide if he's used jigs only, and I bet you won't find one of them.
that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Hey, Chuck.
And and I'm not bragging on myself. I'm gonna tell you, I tell all my clients that I'm hard headed than any of the crappie that's in Lake Houston. So that's what allows me to get on them because I know that there's a process. One,
Yep.
make sure you got the right size. Two, making sure you got the right color. And three, making sure you get that jig the right action. And on top of that, stay on the move to find what you're looking for. If you're not seeing what you're looking for, not getting the results you want, move. But the baits make a big difference. I promise you. JR says Murdoch, a 15-foot on Lucy's would have you to stay away from the bank with the trees that hang over on the water. Mr. Lacey says any great bank fishing on Lake Houston. All that I know of is Lake Houston Marina. They got a dock there, and it's not really good until it's spawn season. Another area that you could possibly get to is near the 2100 bridge. But most of the bank fishing, like the marinas and stuff, you really don't catch crappie there until it's spawn because there's so much shallow water that's near those marinas that it's just not good.
Right.
Especially this time of year or in the summer. Man, if you want to go for catfish, you can catch catfish just about anywhere on that lake year round. Joey says, going to have to call it a night. Early start for me and tomorrow. Glad I got to poke my head in. Well, we'll
All
appreciate you
right.
doing so,
Appreciate it,
Joey,
Joey. Yep.
and hope
Take
to
care,
see you on the
man.
water soon, brother.
Yep.
Mr. Johnny James says, what's up, SK? Been a minute, been down and fighting. I think I heard the mention of a tournament. I missed the details, if so. Yeah, it's probably 2 or 3 weeks out. One thing that we will be doing is doing a fish fry just to gather everybody up, see how many people will actually want to participate, and just get ideas of what a lot of people would like to see within this tournament. I want it family friendly. Uh, Hopefully, everybody understand that there will probably be some kids there, so no cursing and swearing and all of that crap. And hopefully, we'll make it a really nice event. More than likely, I'm gonna try to be set up to go live on YouTube or maybe YouTube and uh, uh, Facebook, but I definitely want to do the weigh-ins live. So we'll have to make sure that everybody understands that this is going to be a lot. It's not going to be like our old tournament, to where you can get crack jokes and all that stuff right there. We want to look professional and make us stand out down here. But it's like I say, soon I'll be posting it, letting on Facebook and several other places when we get all this stuff together. But coming real soon, we're gonna do a fish fry to get everybody together to just fill things out and see who wants to participate and get the rules laid out. That's what
Right.
we'll be looking for. Craig says, I am going to make SK a 4x6 board. I've seen the fish he catches.
He said he's gonna make you laugh at least
Oh,
once.
that's funny right there, buddy. That is funny right there.
It's sent.
Black
Okay,
Smoker
thanks,
says that.
man.
There you
Appreciate it.
go.
I'll mail it tonight, man.
JR says SK 2100 bridge is tough right now with the construction. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. They do
Yeah.
have that all tore up over there.
Oh,
Yeah, you
speaking
may
of
not.
that, I got a nice video. I shot. I'm gonna show it to you. Let me put it right now. Let me see.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a bridge shot, and it's pretty. It'll show you where them fish are.
Mr. Lacey said, "Thank you, SK. Not interested in catfish."
Yeah, yeah.
I already knew that, but I had to lay
Yeah,
that
you
out
can
there for
play it,
somebody else.
and everyone watch closely where them fish are. Let's see them
Yep.
right
Yep.
in that corner. Most of
Yep.
them. And there's a couple good shots.
Yeah. See you zooming in now.
Yep, yep, yep. See them. The bigger
Hanging
ones
tight.
were down
Oh,
at
oh,
16
but
foot.
exactly. I was
Yep,
going to say like they
yep,
below it,
yep.
and a lot of
The
small ones
smaller
above
ones
it.
were up top.
Yeah. And that's a bridge pilings, huh?
Yep, yep. With the cross member,
Yeah.
and that's the next one. You see the fish. There's a couple good ones down there.
Yeah.
Yep. Some of them on top of the cross member. Some of them below it, but them bigger fish were about 16, 17 down.
Yeah. Yeah. Super cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that unit's looking a lot better
Yeah.
uh
Yep.
since
Yeah.
you
I've
made
been
them
playing. I need to
adjustments.
do a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
got
see a
one.
little bit of a thermocline down there at the bottom too.
Yeah. Yep. The deeper water.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, let me see what this one is. This is another one. Yeah. Play that one. This was. Yeah. This was. This was that Joe pool too. I had my bait there, but I wasn't trying to catch no fish. This is one
Okay.
of the piles I found at Joe pool. There's a
Yeah.
few
I
of
see
them
those
in there.
fish on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I see
Just
them on there.
hanging out.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Savon said, "Yeah, I have to move a lot on my lake too to get some good fish. Already planning on doing lots of moving next month when I get back to fishing." There you go,
Cool.
Mr. Alfred. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Alfred.
Mr. Johnny said he's gonna bring his wife. That'd be super cool.
Cool. Yep. Yep.
Murdoch says, "I still have my 10s, 11s, and 12s, but they're broke down in the rod locker. 15s are on the deck, two of each.
Cool.
Super cool."
Yep.
Yeah, Craig, I know you bring the laughter
Yep.
every show.
Yep.
I already know it. Video time, yes
Yep.
sir.
Yep.
One says, "Has Steve ever fished for walleye?" Fishing Ken was in Arkansas fishing for walleye. Can't wait for the catch, clean, and cook video to see how it tastes
Yeah,
compared
I
to
caught my
crappie.
first one on Lake Hamilton in Arkansas, Hot Springs. Fried them up that night. Oh man, it was good. But I don't know about the comparison. It's good, but I just eat crappie more, so that's why. And I can catch them here, so can't catch no walleye here. But it's a good fish.
Yeah,
Caught him on a boat dock, about 18, 20 foot down.
yeah, yeah. The 15-foot rod will definitely be better. Chasing down the open water
Yeah,
fish.
yep, yep.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing though. Sometimes, and I've seen this on Lake Houston. Sometimes them old fish will be 2 foot under the surface in structure, and and sometimes you have to use that longer rod to get in there. Because you get too close, you're gonna spook them. And I've seen that uh, recently. Mr. Ronnie says I don't have a boat, but I do love seeing graph pics like that. Cool.
Yep, yep. Yeah, every trip I'll record a few, and just that next week I'll post them.
What's going on, Todd? You know, I
Hey,
had did
Todd.
active target. Actually, my last few active target, didn't even do a video with them. I just deleted them.
Right,
Yeah, that thermocline makes it look terrible, man.
right.
I need to. You know what? If it's bad tomorrow, I'm gonna do some helm feature
Yeah,
and show you what we look
right,
at down here, especially early in the morning.
right.
That thermocline is terrible. It does those units bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I did two lakes yesterday. I fished one lake, then left, came home, relaxed for an hour and a half, and went to another lake till dark.
You say, hey, I bet you LBG watching. He might comment on that. He say, I ain't making LBG aboard. He don't catch any fish. Oh, you using them red jigs. You got to add what's his name to that too.
Kane.
Yep, you got to add old Mike Payne to that
Yeah.
list too. Murdoch says, have any of y'all ever tried crappie in an air fryer? I've been thinking about it. I will say this. This is my experience with the air fried crappie is do not try to put any coating on it. The coatings are terrible. All
Mm,
of them that I've tried. So what I was doing was just season the fish and then put it in the air fryer.
okay.
And it's almost like pan seared or
Mm,
blackened. That's the way it turns out. But if any of the coatings, man, is
yeah.
soggy. It's just there ain't none of it that's gonna turn out crunchy that I've tried. But something to think about is not putting any coating. Just put your
Right.
seasoning on it and do it that way. Turns out pretty decent. Devon say he loves it. Any of you guys that's on Facebook, we got this Houston area crappie. It's named Houston area crappie fishing, but we've got people posting from everywhere. And if you're in the United States, you're in the Houston area. The way I see it. If you guys would like to get on a boat with me, here's my contact information, and we'll get you out there. I do live scope training, boat control training, and on top of that, we're gonna get you a good sack of fish and show you how to catch them. Client catches the fish using jigs. JR says, Craig, make LBG's board red and white. There you go.
Yep, yep.
Murdoch, put on your fish fry or cornmeal and spray with oil. Oh, I hadn't had any luck with that
Yeah.
spray bottle. Comes out crispy and delicious.
Yeah, I
I've
heard
tried
yeah,
all
the
of them.
spray it with like yeah, the spray
Yeah, and then here's
canola.
Larry. Here's
Yeah,
Larry that says he agree with me on the air
yeah.
fryer.
I never
It,
tried it, but I know I've seen people talking about you have to
yep,
spray it.
I already tried it.
Yeah.
It ain't the crunchy you get from frying.
Right, right,
It ain't the crunchy that goes crunch in your mouth.
right.
It's just not. To me, it's just better with just seasoning.
Yeah.
SK in the air fryer, you need to put a light coat of Pam spray, then coat with your favorite coating.
Hmm.
I've done it, been there, done that.
Yeah.
A lot of recipes you see that say that, but it,
Yeah.
it, it still don't make it crunchy. Says sorry, someone just told you.
Oh,
Are you good?
yeah, let's do a giveaway real quick instead of waiting
I'm
till
not
the
set
end.
up.
Oh, you're
I'm not
not?
set up
Oh man.
now. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll double up next week.
Okay.
We'll double up next week. I got man. I'm just been behind, especially doing this tournament, and that's why it's taking so long, man. It takes time
Yeah.
to get all that stuff together, and especially when man, I got Jeff that's helping me, and Slick and Big Legs they work, so I
Yeah.
they do what they can,
Right. Right.
but it is what it is. Well, we gave out some awesome information tonight. Uh, I don't know about y'all, but I got an early start in the morning. And I know Super Dave always likes it. If we don't have any questions, man, I'd sure like to go ahead and call it a day. I think we gave out some good tips and uh, areas to start looking. You show some great shots
Yep.
of the
Yep.
bridge, and
Yep. Just so people have
you,
an idea of them crappie, they'll be stacked in a corner. Them
yep.
corners are a lot of times either above or below.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing that works great on some of the lakes that I've seen. Conroe is the pilings down here, the concrete down here really don't hold fish. You
Right.
got to find something leaning up against it or something
Right.
like that, and you'll find
Yep.
some fish on it.
And it's weird at Bardwell, I went and scanned. There's more fish. There's brush piles right off of the pylons, maybe 3 foot, and it holds more fish than the pylons. Yep. When you scan that pylon, you just move to the left, you'll see brush piles. In the
Okay.
last year, people have dropped probably 30 of them on that bridge.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So someone's doing some work.
Yeah. Big Legs, trust me, but
Hey, big
I
bro.
know. I know. I got a lot more off time than you guys got, and trust me, I know how that time is. Don't think I don't appreciate what you guys do. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I understand that you guys work. So yeah, I know. Trust me. Take your little feelings out the palm of your hand, put them back in your pocket. Gerald said his wife won't let him use the air fryer. You gotta get one for yourself. Get him a
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Get one of them him air fryers.
Yep. Black Friday's coming up.
Yep. Murdoch says, I know there's a lot of stuff people say is great, but I've never tried anything out of one. I got an Instapot, which I love to use all the time just 'cause
Yep.
it's
I got
fast.
one, man. It's my mom got three of them. That's how much she likes of different sizes. Yep.
Super Dave said JR need a new, but he's just joking. He said she need a new wife. But I will tell you guys this, you know, I forget how I used to say it, but it, I've always said that an air fryer is that's the wrong name for it.
Right.
That ain't no air fryer. The fryer shouldn't even be on that thing. And I've said that for I don't know how long. BRTP says that SK BRTP Outdoors will help you out with the tournament. All right, well, get with
Cool.
it.
Yep.
Get with it. Craig says lost my best friend of 14 years Friday, my blue heeler
Oh
dog. Oh
man.
man.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yep. There you go. That's why I used to call it air cooker. It ain't no air fryer. It go for
Oh.
fish too.
I do all my fries and stuff in there. Hash browns,
Yeah.
tater tots.
Yep. It was crazy. My last trip out. I've been on a good area. Got 5 or 6 of them picked out that's been holding some good fish. And man, I get over there and hit up 3 of those spots. I'm like, wait a minute now, something
Uh-huh.
ain't right. And man, I done went through. I'm willing to bet 10 or 15 jig colors.
Hmm.
And I'm telling you, we catching fish. It's just small fish.
Right.
And I was like, man, we got to keep checking because I could get that jig to those big fish. And I mean, I'm talking about you get it down there. If that fish don't turn and hit that bait within seconds, those little ones will swarming that big fish
Right.
to get to that bait. And I was like, man, I know that we got to get the color right. We got to get the color right. Finally got to that orange diamond. And man, let me tell you, it was on.
Man.
They made a strong comeback on that trip right there, man, because it was tough. It was really tough. But and it's like I always say, the process works. Just don't give up.
Right.
There you go, Mr. Murdoch. I agree with you, but if I want some crispy fish, it's gonna definitely
Yep.
be in that
Yep.
cast iron. And I'm hoping my other 15-inch cast iron come in because I'm gonna use my double burner and have them two
Oh,
15-inch
cool.
15-inch cast iron
Yep.
pots going. Catfish and crappie, what's going on, my man? Yes, sir. Well, y'all, I'm about out. I gave y'all some really good information. Hopefully, you guys can put some of that to use. I hadn't seen any questions come up. A lot of these guys came in tonight going to Lucy's Bayou.
Right.
And for those of you that don't know that's in this area, Lucy's is a awesome spot to fish. Uh, it holds a lot of fish, good areas, really easy area to fish. And I will say this, like I said a while ago, it is a narrow area. So if you're planning on thinking you're gonna be able to get on plane, you're gonna have a lot of people mad at you if there are a lot of boats in there. So you be sure that you respect others and not only look forward when you're passing people, but look behind your boat and see how big your wake is, and be mindful of other fishermen, especially if you see people up on their front deck. Pass them the way you want uh, them to pass you. It only makes sense. It's only common sense. Jay says limits tackle magic bait still working for me.
Cool,
That's super
man.
cool.
Appreciate it.
Super cool. Thank you, Super Dave. Be sure to wear those PFDs. As Super Dave said, 62 degree here right now, 70s for highs. We need to send some of that down here.
Yep.
We was 95 today, I think, 96. So it was
Yeah.
pretty
It
warm.
was in the 80s here today.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know one thing. This evening we got a strong northeast wind blowing with that front pass through.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully it cools us off, give us some dry air. And JR says by 10 a.m. the boat riders on Lucy's from Ponderosa to Main Lake. Yep, yep, that's right. And it can be tough. It can be tough fishing Lucy's if the people are not respectful.
Right.
That's right. BTRP says the lake patrol are out. Make sure that you wear your PFDs and make sure you got your boat paperwork set. Mr. Vito in the house. Thank you for joining us,
Hey,
brother.
Vito.
Crappie will be moving to the bank soon. I'm not sure if they're gonna go to the banks, but
Right.
they're loving that cooler water temp. So they'll come out of hiding. They'll come out of the mud. Thank you, JLD. All right, guys, we're gonna call this show a done deal. I haven't seen any questions pop up. Steve, you got anything else you want to add?
Nope. Just be safe on the water, man.
Without a doubt. Super
Yep.
Dave, Slick, Big Les, appreciate all of you guys. Everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us. And as we say every week, we'll catch y'all next week.
Yep.
Same time, same flavor.
Take care.
Peace.